Sespe and his team have been drawn here by a discovery of a giant underground necropolis full of hundreds of mummies.
It's just one of these sort of geological mysteries that, like, everybody knows about, but we don't know about it.
Maybe we can do it.
As humans, our natural curiosity is an intrinsic part of our identity, constantly propelling us to venture into the uncharted territories of the unknown. In today's episode, we are unveiling 15 unsolved mysteries that cannot be explained. This is Reveal the Mystery. If you are curious to learn mysteries of the world, space, and beyond, consider subscribing. The Nazca Lines, Earth's giant puzzles. Imagine going to the Nazca Desert in southern Peru to check out some huge drawings on the ground. These ancient drawings, called the Nazca Lines, were made between 500 BCE and 500 CE. They include pictures of animals, humans, and shapes, but no one really knows why they were made. Some people think they have something to do with stars or maybe even talking to aliens. We'll learn about how these lines were made and why they're important to the people who made them. The puzzling sailing stones of Death Valley. Discover a natural wonder that has scientists puzzled. The sailing stones of Death Valley. These big rocks seem to move on their own across a dry lake bed, leaving strange tracks behind them. We'll explore different theories like magnetic forces, ice and wind, to try to figure out how this amazing thing happens while we ponder the secrets of the desert. The Tunguska event, a mysterious explosion. Get ready to be amazed by one of the most mysterious things that ever happened in history, the Tunguska event. On June 30th, 1908, there was a gigantic explosion in Siberia, Russia, that flattened a whole bunch of trees. It was even more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima in World War II. But what caused it? Some people think it might have been a comet, a black hole, or even aliens. We'll explore all the ideas, but we still don't have a clear answer. The mysterious Huffington White Horse. We're going on an adventure to learn about the mysterious Huffington White Horse. This ancient artwork is on a hill in England and is made by digging trenches and filling them with chalk. It's in the shape of a horse, but nobody knows exactly why it was made or how old it is. Some folks think it might have something to do with tribal symbols or the sun, but it's still a big mystery that keeps historians and archaeologists curious. The haunting tale of SS Orang Medan. Let's explore a creepy maritime tale about a ship called the SS Orang Medan. Back in 1947, this Dutch freighter sent out a distress call in the Strait of Malacca, which really scared the sailors who received it. When rescuers arrived, they found something really strange. Dead crew members with terrified faces and a ship filled with mysteries. Then there was a fire and explosion that nobody could explain. We'll look into all the puzzling details, including dangerous cargo and spooky theories, while questioning if this story is true or not. Mysterious lights of Hestalen Valley. Look up at the sky in Hestalen Valley, Norway, where something strange has been happening since the early 1980s. The Hestalen lights. These are glowing balls of light that hover, flash, and move around in the dark sky. Nobody has an easy answer for why this happens. We'll explore scientific ideas like dust that gets charged up or something called piezoelectricity that try to explain these fascinating lights. The Hestalen Valley is still a mystery that scientists and curious people from all over the world are trying to figure out. The strange Belmez faces. Here's a strange story that happened in 1971 in a town called Belmez de la Moraleda in Spain. Imagine human-like faces suddenly appearing on the kitchen floor of a house. People tried to explain it, but new faces kept showing up. We'll look into different ideas like chemical reactions and psychic mysteries as we try to understand this unsolved riddle of the Belmez faces. The Patterson Gimlin Bigfoot film. Come with us into the world of mysterious creatures with the Patterson Gimlin Bigfoot film. This short movie was filmed in 1967 and claims to show a big hairy creature called Bigfoot or Sasquatch. But people can't agree on whether it's real or not. Some people say it's a hoax, while others believe it's proof of Bigfoot's existence. Even though experts have looked at it closely, it's still a big debate in the search for Bigfoot. The mysterious Overtown Bridge. Get ready to be amazed by the strange story of Scotland's Overtown Bridge, where many dogs have jumped to their deaths It's happened more than 600 times, and it's puzzled both the people who live nearby and the experts. We'll look into the mystery with you and explore different ideas, like smells from wildlife or something unusual about the bridge itself that might explain why this strange thing keeps happening. The Overtown Bridge still interests people who want to figure out this weird happening. The Longyou Grottos, ancient underground caves. Let's discover something amazing about ancient China, the Longyou Grottos. These are 24 caves made by people in the Zhejiang province over 2,000 years ago, found in 1992. But here's the thing, nobody knows why they were made. There are no old writings or clues about their purpose. Some people think they were for storing things, while others believe they were used for religious reasons. The caves are so big and mysterious that they're a fascinating part of ancient Chinese history. The Great Zimbabwe Ruins, a fascinating ancient city. Travel back in time to explore the mysteries of the Great Zimbabwe Ruins. These are the remains of a very old city in what's now Zimbabwe, built between the 11th and 15th centuries. It was once a busy place for trade and had impressive stone buildings, but nobody's sure why it was abandoned. We'll look into different ideas, like too many people living there or problems with leaders, that might explain why this city was left behind. Join us in discovering the amazing architecture of ancient African civilizations. The Green Children of Wool Pit, a strange story from the past. Imagine going back to the 12th century in an English village called Wool Pit, Suffolk. There's a really weird story about two kids with green skin who showed up there. They wore strange clothes and spoke a language nobody understood. People have all sorts of ideas about where they came from, like maybe they were really hungry or even met aliens. Even after many years, the story of the Green Children still captures our imagination and shows the power of old stories. The Enigmatic Yonaguni Monument, a hidden underwater mystery. Let's go underwater near Yonaguni Island in Japan to uncover the secrets of the Yonaguni Monument. It was found in 1986 and looks like an ancient city under the sea with steps and pillars. But here's the big question. Did people make it, or is it just natural rocks? People can't agree. Some think it's made by an old civilization, and others think it's just how the rocks formed. The Yonaguni Monument is still a big mystery, waiting for someone to solve it, hidden deep in the ocean. The Shroud of Turin, a controversial relic. Let's investigate the mystery of the Shroud of Turin, an old piece of fabric that some people believe was used to wrap the body of Jesus Christ. People have argued about this cloth for centuries. Scientists once said it was made in the Middle Ages, but now some people think that might not be true. We'll also look at the strange image on the cloth and all the questions people still have about it. This story shows how faith and mysteries can go hand in hand. The Georgia Guidestones, America's mysterious monument. Visit a place in Georgia called the Georgia Guidestones, which some people call America's Stonehenge. It's a big stone monument made in 1980 with 10 rules for all people, written in 8 different languages. The person who made it didn't use their real name. People have different ideas about what these rules mean, like maybe they're about making a new world order or just being reasonable. The Georgia Guidestones are still a symbol that makes us think and talk about important stuff.